It's the NFL on EA, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. So good to have you on board with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here. Greg, you look at the marquee, and it's a lot of offensive stars here. Defenses better show up here if you want to walk out with a win.
Yeah, I think the burden, of course, lies on the players, particularly the players in the secondaries of both of these teams. They're going to have moments where they've got to win one-on-one, as you said, against some of the top offensive skill players in the league. But I also feel like there's a lot on the shoulders of this defensive coordinator. Can you change up coverages, change up looks, make it difficult pre- and post-snap, not only on these wide receivers and skill players, but also on the guy with the ball in his hand, calling the shots, playing quarterback.
A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's brought at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They'll be let out by their quarterback, the rookie Greg from Notre Dame.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
First play from the 25, and they'll throw. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 6, it is 1st and 10. On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Colts. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
A try here for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer, Aaron Rodgers.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, a tough team to beat.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up now for second down and 4. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That's Washington, the man in motion. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. Second and 7. From the gun. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. Anthony Gould deep for Indy. The Colts offense ready to see the football for the second time. They lead nothing thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly it is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Interesting strategy, play action on that down and distance. Remember, the threat of play action is all based on down and distance. That is a pass down all day, and the defensive line didn't even spend 1 second worrying about that play fake. They were in a race to the quarterback.
So, on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Calvin Austin, deep for the Steelers. Now, a fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense ready for their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Johnson. He gets free to the 20. And he's going to go all the way. An electrifying run. 73 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Steelers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Anthony Gould now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On the give, this is Taylor. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. So, after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. He'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Steelers' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter, and they might very well lean on him the next 3 quarters too. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Rodgers. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Rodgers now. He'll get that one to Patterson, complete. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And he'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Colts offense getting their final instructions before heading back on. Even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. In motion comes Pittman. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Motion man set right. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now this time they'll look to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
When you can generate interior pressure and move that pocket, and it is hard for these quarterbacks to escape. They want to be able to step up in the pocket, step into their throw. Instead, he's retreating, and he takes the big sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Finding the open man, that's Pittman. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for India. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Rodgers. He's going to look for the home run ball. Second down, Rodgers. Again, working deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
They teach these defensive ends to rush to the X. The X is the spot where the quarterback stops his drop, and you can see when he hit that back foot, he had nowhere to go, and he's able to bring him down for a big sack.
On comes the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken. The Colts offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. And they're going to find a receiver, and down he goes.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They have had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Throwing now on 3rd and long, and they will continue to backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
I could go on and on about the offensive line breakdowns with this pass protection, and it's been flat out brutal. And let's give some credit to the other side of the ball. They came in not only motivated to make a statement, but with a great executed it to a T.
Here's their punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to take over once again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. He's got a man. It's Metcalf. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers. He'll look deep, left sideline. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It was clear from the jump, Mike, that he wanted to take a shot downfield, bought himself a little extra time by moving the launch point. Ball just kind of sailed on him a little bit and endlessly out of bounds.
3rd and 6. Rodgers. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Steeler first down. Again, it's Rodgers. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Rodgers going up top again. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. One angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Colts offense make their way out to take over once more. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Now he's free to midfield. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
So you take a look at an offensive coordinator's play sheet, Mike, and there's a column on all of those pages that at the end of the day, it's about the players, not the plays. And when things aren't going well, you say, all right, who do I have to get the ball to? Well, this guy is one of them. I mean, whether they throw it to him, hand it to him, whatever they do, the more he touches the ball, the more good things happen.
On the ground, it's Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. set up to... And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Work to do following the sack is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. The Colts now going to send out their field goal unit. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Colts will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Gainwell to return, and he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense ready to get back at it. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll try the right side with Johnson. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, AARON. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A give, and here's Johnson. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A run here with Johnson. There he goes, inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the carry, this is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Play fake. It's Rodgers. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Nothing real fancy on that one. Defensive lineman winning his one-on-one matchup. He beats the offensive lineman, gets to the quarterback, and brings him down for a sack.
Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. This one from 43 yards away. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will level the score at 10 apiece. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. Here's Gould on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go again here with Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
If this quarterback's offensive line had as much fight as he does, I don't think they'd be in this situation to begin with. I mean, it's not even halftime here, Mike, and they've already given up 6 sacks. At this rate, I'm not sure they're confident their quarterback's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
The Colts about to kick this one away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First carry for one of the most versatile players in the league, Cordero Patterson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. The master of play action, Rodgers. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. 13 yards on the catch there. That's a Steeler first down.
We're not real accustomed to seeing these sort of plays out of this guy. He's more of the dirty work, kind of behind-the-scenes role player, but tell you what, he keeps coming through for this offense, and he's going to find himself with a couple more touches.
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And they run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, Rodgers. Quick throw, taken in. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Johnson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Another run here with Johnson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Johnson. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Steeler first down. They'll run here with Gainwell. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. A pass taken in by Johnson. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers going to take the lead. It's now 13-10. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. To throw here to begin the drive. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. A tough spot here. Third and long. On third down, here's a run by Taylor. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. The Colts about set to punt as they are forced to kick for the sixth time today. And no chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Off the play fake, Rodgers. This one on court, looking for Woods. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A huge play just before the half. A gain of 48. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This one from 43 yards away. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Steelers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air one out for Parker. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. This one down the field for Freiermuth. He's got it! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
First down for Aaron. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And a good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Rodgers on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Here's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. Rodgers to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Steelers will extend their 3rd quarter lead. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game. Yeah,
and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Here's a zone read to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They go right back to Taylor. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Here's a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
We're all set to kick this one away. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Steelers offense about ready to take over once more. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. On the ground is Jaylen Warren. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. Throwing, Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Downs. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
Back to the air one more time. Looking middle, and he's got Downs. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Back to throw. He's got his man. That's Downs. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down. red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And this offensive line, creating running space, he'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line. They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive, and here's 3rd and 4. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. The Colts now going to send out their field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts are back within a score. They trail now by 6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Gainwell to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground, here comes Patterson. He'll push forward for about a yard. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. From the shotgun, it's AARON. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll try to run for it. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Colts offense ready for this next possession. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. And that ball incomplete. On second down, here's a run with Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Micah Fitzpatrick up to make the stop. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man is Parker. He's got him. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Back to the air once more on second down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the carry, it's Patterson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run. Johnson. Down the sideline, past the 45. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
The biggest element on a lot of these explosive runs, Mike, is can the running back make the first guy miss? That's exactly what he was able to do here, and it led to a big gain.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Johnson. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Here's Warren. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. From a little closer, here's second and goal. One more time with Warren. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jalen Warren. Touchdown Steelers. Two-point try coming up. Rodgers and the offense all set. Now a toss left side for Johnson. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. First and 10. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Now here's a keeper on his own read. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. Burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. They're all set to punt this one away. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Steelers' offense ready to get back to work. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. To throw is Rodgers. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's a handoff to Warren. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard, wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now we're looking at 3rd down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down. Good running, gets him to about the 44.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
First down throw there is incomplete. Rodgers here on 2nd down. Catch made. That's Woods. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. And Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A give, and here's Johnson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is a guy that you do not want to have to tackle in space. I mean, the footwork, the agility, the ability to go side to side and then still have the burst and explosiveness to pick up big yards. I mean, this guy is a handful.
First down for Aaron. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On the handoff, it's Johnson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
A-Rod now to throw on first down. To the goal line and in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. On for the extra point is Boswell. His kick is good. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now following the touchdown out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. To throw here to begin the drive. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This pass deflected and caught. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Bad things tend to happen when the ball's deflected in the air like that, but luckily for the offense, they avoided a disaster, and the ball bounced right back into the hands of his receiver.
2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw again. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
In what's clearly become a passing league, Mike, if you're not actively rushing the passer, you have to be able to hold up in coverage, and that's especially true at the linebacker position. Great job here getting in those passing lanes and being able to break up that ball.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. On the give, this is Taylor. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Back to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Colts are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. He's to midfield.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
the Steelers' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Warren. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Another run here with Johnson. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd, as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still one timeout left. The final minute, 1st and 10. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Here comes 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. That is caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Colts have cut the deficit to 5. They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch them by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Rodgers will take a knee. And that should do it. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.